How's it going out there today, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. I want to talk to you today about a really big deal. A really big deal in trucking. Performance Food Group has announced on May 18th that they are going to purchase Core-Mark. So Performance Food Group is a food service distributor, and Core-Mark is more of a convenience store. You know, Performance Food Groups, they compete more with like Cisco, US Foods, companies like that. Core-Mark competes more with like McLean's and, you know, people who supply convenience stores. Huge deal. $2.5 billion in stocks and cash. Now, we're going to talk about the deal, and then we'll talk about the companies a little bit. I'm really surprised we're not seeing more of this acquisition in the trucking industry right now, with rates being through the roof like they are, and the price of equipment up, and the availability of equipment to buy being down. You know, most companies, a lot of big companies, they just buy up other companies. You know, like look at how Knight got as big as they are. They just buy up companies. Look at how, you know, Heartland Express buys, you know, they're an acquisition company. A lot of these publicly traded companies are acquisition based. You know, they grow with M&A, as they say, mergers and acquisitions. So let's talk a little bit about this deal, okay? Food service distributor Performance Food Group Company is buying a company that will help push it further into supplying convenience stores in a stock and cash deal valued at $2.5 billion. The Goochland County, I love that, Goochland County, Virginia. The Goochland County-based company's acquisition of Core-Mark Holdings Incorporated, one of the largest wholesale distributors to convenience stores in North America, will propel Performance Food Group as Richmond's region's largest publicly traded company based on revenue. And that's Richmond, Virginia. That's where Performance Food Group is based out of. The deal announced Tuesday morning would add about $17 billion in net annual sales to Performance Food Group's bottom line. So think about that, $17 billion. I had no idea Core-Mark was that big of a business. But you know, like these companies like that, they're not just trucking. You know, they're selling a product as well, or they're wholesaling and you know, they got their hands in more of it than just the trucking part. It says Performance Food Group's bottom line generating pro forma annual net sales of about $44 billion. That would push revenue 76% above the $25 billion the company generated in the fiscal year ending in June 27th, 2020. So, yeah, boy, that's a big jump up right there from 25 to 44. Man, Performance Food Group is a juggernaut. It says, let me read on here. It says the acquisition also expands Performance Food Group's geographical reach, as well as its presence into distribution products to the growing convenience store channels. Westlake, Texas-based Core-Mark operates 32 distribution centers, serving about almost 40,000 convenience stores in all 50 states, 5 Canadian provinces, and 2 Canadian territories. Performance Food Group supplies food and food-related products to more than 200,000 locations, such as restaurants, healthcare facilities, universities, convenience stores, and movie theaters. It operates more than 100 distribution centers. The company's Vistar, I think so say that, Vistar division also caters to vending operators and convenience stores. Vistar added convenience store distribution in 2019, and the deal with Core-Mark will provide another area of revenue growth for that segment, the company said. Performance Food Group said Core-Mark is an outstanding company that we believe will significantly strengthen our business diversification and expand into the convenience store channel. George L. Holm, Performance Foods chairman, president, and CEO, said in a statement. The transaction will combine Core-Mark's footprint and operational excellence with PFG's existing capabilities in both convenience store and food service. He said the deal comes with a strong strategic and financial merits, which we believe will generate significant customer benefits, and help Performance Food Group to create long-term shareholder value. The transaction is expected to close in the first half of 2022, subject to regulatory approval, of course, and approval from Core-Mark shareholders. Performance Foods expects to fund the cash portion of the deal with borrowing from its revolving credit facilities and by issuing new senior unsecured notes. So they're going to borrow a lot of the cash for that, and then they're going to do a lot of stock in it as well. Performance Food Group's share price fell 6.2%, or $3.22 to close at $48.52. So apparently the Performance Food Group shareholders didn't think too highly of the deal. Let's see, Core-Mark rose $2.89, or 6.85%, to close at $45.08. Stockholders liked the deal. The people at the Core-Mark liked it, or the Performance Food Group didn't, and the Core-Mark did, excuse me. The deal is expected to be accretive to adjusted diluted earnings per share the first fiscal year, and after closing the transaction. Under the terms of the transaction, Core-Mark shareholders will receive $23.87.5 per share in cash and 0.44 shares in Performance Food for each Core-Mark share. Core-Mark shareholders will own about 13% of the combined company. So there you go. It looks like if you own Core-Mark shares, you're going to get some conversion. You're going to get $23.87.5 per share you own, and then you're going to get 0.44 shares of PFG for every share of Core-Mark you own. So kind of like a one. What is that? It'd be like a 2-for-1, and then you get $23 basically. Is kind of how that works out. But what a huge deal in the trucking industry and the food distribution industry. The big get bigger. That's how it works, But yeah, it's quite a bit of a deal. $2.5 billion. Crazy. It's crazy, these numbers they throw out like it's nothing. So a little bit about the companies here. Core-Mark, I'm looking up Core-Mark. It says they distribute fresh, chilled, and frozen merchandise mainly to convenience stores in the United States. It also provides associated business services such as category management and management of promotions. They are based in Westlake, Texas. They were founded in San Francisco in 1888, and they are on the NASDAQ, traded as CORE, Core. There you go. They had total assets of $1 billion, 8,400 employees there. 8,400 employees. So there you go. There's a little bit about Core-Mark. And let's check out Performance Food Group. Performance Food Group traded on the NASDAQ as PFGC. PFGC, Performance Food Group Corporation, I guess, company. Is an American company that was founded in 1885 in Richmond, Virginia by food peddler James Capers, headquartered in Goochland County, Virginia, like I said earlier, just outside of Richmond. The company distributes a range of food products and has more than 14,000 employees. Three divisions, Performance Food Service, ViStar, and PFG Customized. Revenue of $17.4 billion in 2017 here it says. So there it is, guys. Huge deal coming through today. Performance Food Group buys Core-Mark. You guys let me know if you think this is a good deal, bad deal. I don't know much about Core-Mark. Performance Food Group seems like a pretty good company, but I've never worked there, so I don't know. I know there are a lot of incentive-based pay at Performance Food Group. It's how many packages do you deliver in an hour or something, kind of determines your pay a little bit. From what I've heard, that's how it looks to me, but I don't know. I don't know everything. Appreciate you watching. Hit the thumbs up for me if you could. If you made it this far, subscribe to the channel. We talk all things trucking here. We do a lot of live shows. Come check me out for one of those. A lot of things in the description. Check that out. Have a good day, everybody. Take care of each other. Bye.